Wow. What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything.
I want to go on an adventure soon with the dog. I feel like we need to plan something.
I did send it?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. I blew you out, didn't I, over
Over Christmas.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what's happening here.
What's happening here?
It's Mason. It's just a party, moving on. I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Right, what was I doing? Looking up to see what bullshit you sent me.
Oh, loads and loads of bullshit. I think it's more on the
Is that not what I've sent you? Yes.
Yeah, no, I've been sending it on
Middle age,
yeah, because I didn't want to over spam you.
I don't watch them all anyway. Oh, weirdos, our little short mate.
Hi. Sorry.
You need to calm down.
Because some of them are just popping up and I'm like,
I go through phases like that. Did you see the ones I sent you about them opening that can of fish?
Yeah.
And they're just sitting in the back seat puking all over the ones at the front. I was hysterical. I was crying. I was laughing so much. It was well funny. Yeah. Why don't you talk to anyone anymore on a run?
All of the ones I've said, I'm like,
yeah, when you go past someone, you hold it because you don't want. As the dog's just barely trotting along, like, can you hurry up? You're embarrassing me.
I'm just taking my finger from
Why did you send me it?
Because I found it.
You say 25-year-old boy born in
See this man when he's
Love him.
in a van. You should run away as fast as you can.
I love that kid so much.
Press the watch, see if it's come on. Press the side button, see
It
it?
makes me so happy.
Oh, so she moves the whole thing.
This one?
Yes. Sweet. Put it back down and then you can download the app and take a charger with you. Hilarious. You probably should, bro. I ain't seen nothing about adventures, just random bullshit. Oh, this one.
No, it ain't that.
Yeah, although that does look fun.
So there is a couple of hikes.
Yes, but we can take the dogs.
Yeah. I will show you.
Where? I'm serious, like soon, we're going soon. As soon as you know when March, when the weather just turns all of a sudden, that is when we're going.
I'll send you over a couple that I've got on my phone.
I'm happy to camp tonight as well. I'll get like a 2-man tent.
No, we need a bigger one with 2 fucking
4-man tent. And then we just camp the night. No one will hurt us. I'll just send the dog out. And he can be like that in their faces.
And Hattie be at the back like just sitting on her ass because she doesn't want anyone to put her nose at her ass.
And then she'll be going, you go first.
She's like, Mum, what are we doing?
He'd be like, woof, 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 woof. Well, you see how he goes when people just come in.
Proper charged at me. I was like, whoa, hang on.
Well, he's just checking that you're friend, not foe. You can't blame him.
I wear my glasses every time I come around here. Like
I don't know what you mean, but it won't be the look, will it? It'll be the smell.
I still smell the same.
Yeah,
I smell like unwashed.
Once he realised
human being.
it was you, he didn't attack, did he?
He was well close before he decided it was me.
Well, that's on you really, isn't it? I was in your ass.
Or whatever they said.
So I had a bloke today to put some locks on the window in case there's a fire.
What?
Yeah, I said, why are you doing this? And he said, in case there's a fire. And I went, so you're locking me in? So I burned to death. It was very confusing. I don't know if he knew why he was here. Lovely bloke. Anyway,
Well, you are supposed to close the windows because the air vent makes the fire bigger.
I don't really care. I'm going to leave,
But
aren't
you
I?
still do need to get out.
Right. So, but now they like chains on there. See it? In the far window.
Yeah, so
Yeah. In case there's a fire.
I don't understand.
Yeah. So I went, when I just opened that door.
I don't understand. So
I don't understand.
you can't open that window any further than that now?
Yes. Unless I unlock it. It's very weird. Apparently it's for a fire, but I don't believe he knew why they were going in or why he was here today.
No, he probably just got
No.
given the job and came.
But like I'm just telling them. So I was explaining to him because I got offered to do a bit of plumbing, and I said to him like my confidence is quite low with it, and I really need to work on that and just start doing shit. Right. So this is why I was explaining. Then I said to him, I've got a podcast with my friends, so you think I'd have more confidence. Anyway, I was telling him about the podcast, and I was like, because some people stretch their ring pieces, and then he went, how do you stretch your ring piece? And I was like, are you asking for research or advice? Like, but yeah, I think he wanted to know how he can stretch his ring piece. He said he's going to listen, so shout out to you and your ring piece. Let us know how the stretching goes.
Oh my god.
No, he was lovely. He's going to download it and listen. But a lot of people have asked me how you stretch it. I didn't know it was a thing before we done it. But I can only imagine it's the same as the earring.
I don't know. Is it?
Shall we Google?
When you stretch your ear, it stays. It doesn't go smaller. But obviously, there's muscle in your bum.
No, it's not. It's like an elastic band, isn't it?
But there's still
How
because that's how
to
you can
stretch
push and hold. Because there's
your
muscle.
bum hole.
Your algorithm is going to go absolutely spastic.
Right, stretching your anus bum hole. Research purposes only, people. The anus plays for anal play. Plays a tune. For anal play involves dilation using fingers or sex toys like dildos or butt plugs. Combination with relaxation techniques and general lubrication. The process should be done slowly to avoid injury, and pain is a sign to stop. But it doesn't tell you how stretching methods. Fingers,
So I think
anal dilation, stretching kits. Let's go on shopping.
I would have thought anal dilation in itself is something quite natural because you poop.
Or you can buy stretching rings.
Oh my gosh.
Stretching rings. Oh my god, you can buy stretching rings.
Okay, you can stop looking now.
No, I'm invested. Okay. Yeah. But I've been thinking about it since he left. How do you stretch your butthole? Stretching rings for butthole. Hope the FBI never come. Shopping. Oh, there is many different kits you can get. That's fascinating, isn't it? And then they put exercise equipment there as well. But it's literally stretching rings. Yeah, but it wouldn't stay like that, would it?
No, this is what I'm thinking. Your bum is it's
So you got pinhole to start with, then you go to stage 2, which is up to 14 millimeters, all the way up to 38 millimeters, which is stage 5.
what?
Yeah, you go all the way up to stage 5. Who knew?
Well, only the people that need to know, I guess.
Yeah, now we know. So if it
I've
ever
deleted what
takes you, I
just
want to
said
know
from my
what
mind already.
I want to know what size these go up to. Oh, you can use them on your penis as well
What?
to make your foreskin sit further down. Results after a few uses: skin begins to loosen. Improvement during urination. Enhanced movement. What the fuck? Oh, I think these ones are specifically just for the penis. These also go up to 38 millimeters.
Okay.
94% of customers found successful results after use. Okay, moving on. It's not even what today's podcast is about. What should we call today's? Randos? We've called it that before. I'll think of something. You still stuck on the stretching?
Why do we need to talk about it?
I like to.
Oh, it's so bad.
So bad. Right, say.
So bad. Right, so today
We're back after Christmas.
we are. We
And
made it back.
Yeah.
Made it through.
We hope everyone enjoyed theirs. I found it quite relaxing, other than obviously upstairs having their family over, and I wanted to stab them all at one point. But other than that, it was fine.
It's fine. Well, I think you just. Fuck's sake.
It was nice to have the time off, and I'm not going to lie, I am glad to be back to everything.
Yeah.
I do feel like I've achieved nothing. I've not done anything indoors.
I don't feel like I've achieved much
No.
this last couple of weeks.
Yeah. I've been quite lazy, to be honest.
Yep.
Excuse me.
I didn't do even nearly as much as I had planned.
No,
to
me
do.
neither. I've not pulled or done one drawer, which I normally would be done by now. And I didn't even take my tree down Boxing Day this year. I took it down on the 27th. Because we watched Stranger Things. Have you caught up?
Yeah,
And-
I watched it.
Were you disappointed? I was disappointed. They killed him in 20 minutes, babe.
I mean, I just feel like I've got so many unanswered questions.
Right.
You know, are Derek's family still tied up in that barn with a bag over their head?
Right. Yeah, fair. That's a fair question.
Yeah, because that's
Yeah.
where they were left.
Yeah.
Does Robin have any family?
No one that cares about her.
Where was Max's mum while she was in hospital for that 6?
Couldn't give a
To a
fuck
year.
about her either. Sounds like the 80s. Yeah, go on.
She was getting on with her life.
Yeah.
I just have so many
What happened to the
What
pregnant
happened?
women?
did they blow them all up?
Did 11 die or survive? We're not actually sure. Because that was the theory, wasn't it, of his? But it does make sense.
Yeah, but then I saw something. It was on, what was it on? It was
TikTok.
It was on TikTok or something like that. Thanks TikTok, because you made my head spin a bit more.
Yeah.
But somebody was saying like their idea of what's happened is actually that
She stayed in the upside down.
no,
Oh.
that Mike.
Yeah.
It was about Mike. It was Mike's story,
Yes.
and that Will did die. But
Oh.
Mike couldn't cope with his best friend dying, so through his being the reader of
Yeah. Yeah.
his
Yeah.
thing.
I want to say Minecraft, but it's
Yeah,
not.
I was-
Dungeons and
because
Dragons.
he
Yeah.
was the dungeon master, and he was the one that made the story.
Right.
It said that, or they think that he made his story, but Will was still in it. He was still alive. He was still part of it. And then Elle was fabricated, and it was just a whole his story about not being able to cope.
I don't like that
And
at all.
wait, because then they went into saying there's 5 episodes,
Right.
and they're about all the different types of grieving stages.
Oh. Yeah, I don't like that
And
one.
I was like, oh, it's a good point, and I can see it, but I ain't happy with that.
No, I don't like that one. I like the one where 8 was still alive and fabricated 11 being on the bus.
But, so did 8 get out of that building that they blew up?
No.
In there?
No. She
How did she keep her alive and get blown up at the same time?
But she didn't, because once it went to shit, once it blew up is when 11 disappeared, wasn't it?
No, because the building blew up first.
Oh, then I can't help you. But I still like that. That's where I'm going to leave it. It's like not Dungeons and Dragons. With that bitch and the dinosaur, the dragons, the incest, the families. The fuck is that? Am I looking for?
Stop it!
You know what
yes,
I'm saying.
I do, but
The
you
fuck
keep
is
talking
it?
and it's making it worse.
Dragons, Mother of Dragons, Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yes. So it was like the ending of that. It was like, the fuck is this about? It was such a build up that it was like the last was rushed. Like they couldn't think of how to end it. Reach out to the public, people.
So that is why. So I don't know. It felt a bit AI, but I don't know whether it was the girl who plays Bobby. What's her face? The girl who plays 11.
Yeah.
So it was shown her apologising, and that they have all come together and decided that they're going to do one more.
Yeah, that's a
because
lie. It's a lie.
they've listened to the public.
It's a lie.
And I was like, well,
No, it's not.
I don't know what else you could do apart from type.
Alfie tried that with me earlier, and he sent me a TikTok, and he was like, "This is the trailer for the new
Oh, I haven't seen the
spin-off."
trailer. Oh, Lucia's trying to tell me that the number 6 is coming out today, and I'm
Right.
like, fuck off.
So he sent me this thingy bob, and it was just basically Hopper in a wig doing a different skit on something. I was like, "You're such a fucking mug, mate." The fact that I sat and watched it is the joke. I'm like, you need to get a life, honestly. But yeah, I was disappointed. But I feel like I don't know if I'm disappointed because it's the end. I just feel like they should have spent their time killing, what's his face? Vecna should have taken longer than 20 minutes. Because the army couldn't do it. It's taken 5 series.
Yeah, but
they
the
can
army
do it.
weren't
They
even
can do it.
trying
They
to
can
do
do it.
The army weren't
And
trying to kill
then
Vecna.
all it takes 20 minutes. And I'm just like, nah, you've done that too quick. If they'd done that for an hour, and then the last, no, because they did do it for an hour. It should have been longer, is what I'm saying. And somebody should have died, I think, because I didn't even get to cry. Yeah.
I mean, I had a sob, I'm not going to lie.
About what?
I just thought it was, like, they filled the spaces with really long emotional chats between everyone while, like, the world was coming to an end.
Yeah, that was boring as fuck. That was so boring. I was like, nobody cares about your problems, yeah?
Yeah, but we all did. But
No.
not at that moment.
No, didn't care. I was like, well, you're wasting my time. Could have been an email. Right. Okay. Hello everyone and welcome to Middle Aged Opinion. I'm your host Ellie.
And I'm your host Emily, and today we are just doing a mishmash. To fill a space.
It's true.
It's a true story.
It is a true story.
Yeah, I mean, we've saved so many that we're just like going back and seeing what we got.
I'll tell the truth, we just weren't prepared. We hadn't even discussed it. What we were going to do. I did. You rung me when I was at college.
Yeah, after I rung you, I thought she's at college.
Yeah, and then I rung you back when I finished, didn't answer, so I thought she's in bed, and rung you the next day and you didn't answer, and I was like, what are you wasting my time for, bruv?
Wow.
Yeah, well, answer the phone, innit?
Wow.
Well, right, did I say more than 4? I thought I only say 4.
Saved for what?
Stories.
About what?
Random shit. But I actually say 5.
Oh, I've got loads. I've actually got to just be careful I don't read something I've already read before.
How can you tell what you have and you haven't read? I just got new ones.
I need to delete them, that's what I need to do.
Because I pre-read, I feel like I do
go in the
remember.
bin?
No, just put his head through the cat flap. Just checking. Just checking the perimeters. Right. Shall I start?
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I've got 4. I'm not going to read that one. A guy. Oh no. From Confessions. Yeah. Confessions. A guy thinks he raped me. Yeah, no, I thought I'd go right into it. Many years ago, when I was 20 females, I had a crush on my bestie's cousin, 29 male. I had known him for my friends' I knew him from my friends' family gatherings. But we didn't start getting close until we worked together, and I would sometimes give him a ride home since he lived a few minutes away from me. I knew he was flirty with me, especially knowing that I was newly single. We shared butts, and a few times, it does say butts, and a few times we had to address the sexual chemistry. The first time was quick, but from talking, he knew I liked things rough. This was before discovering that I had a kink. I just thought I was broken. So the second time I came in after him, the second time I had offered him a lift, he came in, because I'm trying to recorrect what she's written here. He came in and we started to fuck. And I thought it was playful, said no, stop. And he looked at me, his face immediately dropped, and he pulled out and started to apologise, thinking he had forced himself onto me. I tell him it's okay, I liked it. I wasn't actually wanting him to stop, but he was full crashing out in his head, and I was like, I'm fine, it's okay. I'm just going to go home. So she left and went home. He cried to my cousin, my best friend, who told me he was so sorry. I told her that it was fine. It wasn't like that. And I think they just thought that I had accepted being the victim or something, since she knows that I have an SA history. I was meaning it very playfully. To this day, if he sees me, then he's forever apologising. If I like something on social media that's anything to do with SA, he sends me messages and says how sorry he is. I don't know what to do to make him feel better. This was not rape, and I don't want to unfriend him or block him, because I feel like he will actually end up hating me and I will feel even more guilty. I was young, dumb and uneducated on this type of kink. Please take it easy on me. I generally don't know what to do. What do you think?
Oh, I think she's fucked with his head a little bit. Like, he doesn't sound happy, does he?
No, because of the world we are in now, I think, if that is a kink of yours, stop, and then obviously they fuck you harder. I think now the world that we're in is...
If you haven't laid down your rules and your boundaries...
Or been together for a while...
You can't actually talk or do that with each other.
But she should have explained it and not just left.
Yeah, well, she clearly... They didn't lay down boundaries. Like, she didn't tell him clearly enough.
This is what I like to do.
I'm into that. And like, if I do this...
I want you to do that.
Don't think...
I think... I feel really sorry for him.
I feel really bad for him, because obviously all it would have taken was one word and he'd be in so much trouble. Like, people would have hated on him.
Yeah, it would have ruined his life, no doubt.
It sounds like he has already got a bit of it's ruined his life.
I think
the panic.
I do think if you're into anything that's not just straightforward sex, I do think it's a discussion that you have to have with someone else. Yeah. Because if they take it literally, which, like I say, a lot of people will now because of the world we're in, I think this is a discussion before, and a safe word for actually... So if you're saying, I'm going to say stop, and you carry on, then you have to come up with a new safe
Yeah,
word in order that if something does
That
cross
if
the
I actually
line,
say pineapples, that does mean
stop. Yeah, but if I'm saying stop, that means carry on and go harder. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like these are,
Communication is so important.
it's so important. Stop, top comment, sit down, explain to him what you've just told us, and in future remember the golden rule for sexual encounters is safe and consensual. They're not wrong. I mean, she does answer and goes backwards and forwards, but I feel like we're years down the line and he's still feeling like he's raped you.
Yeah. You clearly haven't explained to him.
Thing is, this is like, you're thinking, that didn't happen, I've told him I'm fine, I've never brought it up again, blah, 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 but he's going to spend the rest of his life feeling like a monster. So I feel like it's your responsibility to contact him and explain that it is one of your kinks and you should have made that clear before in your sexual encounter. I don't know why you haven't, if I'm honest. Innit?
Yeah. Like, to come onto Reddit to be like,
I did this 24 years ago and the bloke
and he still
scarred.
says sorry.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Yeah. It's just
maybe
like,
you haven't done something here.
she definitely hasn't done something here and it's unacceptable actually. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, this is from Co-worker Stories. New hire got fired on day one for stealing all the coffee.
Fair play. I would steal all the coffee.
Never steal the work coffee, it's normally shit.
Normally shit, sounds like it was good.
This really amused me. We hired this lady who during her morning training process seemed pretty high strung but nothing too hard to deal with. Midway through the day we were in the break room and she gestured at 2 large full bags of Starbucks beans next to the coffee maker and asked everyone in there, "Whose are these?" And someone responded, "Oh, they are free for everyone to use. The company buys coffee for everyone." And she said, "Oh, cool." Starbucks ones.
Yeah, I bet they were nice.
I guess she was leaving for the day. I guess as she was leaving for the day, she took this very literally and put both bags of beans in her purse as she was going home. There was a hubbub the rest of the day as everyone was confused. There was no more coffee. Eventually, it got put together. She took them. I think someone saw it happen. She came in today for 10 minutes, was called into the manager's office. Now she's gone.
I feel like she asked. I feel like she said, "Whose coffee is this?" And they went, "It's for anyone." So she said, "Sweet, I'll have it. Thanks so much." Just open that door quickly, please.
I don't feel like they said it's for the taking.
They said it's for anyone. She went,
for everyone.
"Sweet, thanks, babe."
Use.
She went, "Sweet, thanks, babe," and off she went, moving on with her day. I feel like this is a misunderstanding. No, she took the piss, obviously.
She's coming back tomorrow for 2 more bags.
Yeah, like she took the piss. I don't know what she was thinking, but I bet you that was her answer. I do. I feel like she's one of those that would have been like, they said it's for anyone, so I thought it was for me
And my family.
and anyone else that ever entered my house ever.
People at my mum's work do that.
Steal the coffee.
They do. Mum buys the milk. Everyone uses the milk. No one brings their own milk. Mum always buys the milk. The patients bring in like gifts and like big boxes of chocolates and stuff for the staff.
Right.
But like big boxes.
Yeah, to share.
To share. And if it hasn't been opened straight away, they're gone. People bag them and take them. Do it with the coffee, do it with the tea bags.
I always say as well, you know,
really
like
bad.
when we go to Butlins, we leave all that wine and all that. That is all your Christmas presents and birthday presents for the year, mate.
But when you're leaving it, it's fine.
Yeah.
But when it's being gifted to a whole team,
yeah,
and somebody has
I
got
bet
the
she knows
audacity.
I bet she knows
to
who
bag
as well. Who's
My
bagging it all?
Mum
Yeah.
knows most of them, yeah.
There, of course. She knows who's doing it. It's it's pikey, but at the same time,
Massively pikey.
you're like, thanks.
But, I mean, the milk gets on mum's nerves because they'll use it and then like she'll
Not
go and make
replace it.
she'll go to make herself a cup of tea and there's no milk.
Someone's
she's
had
like,
cereal, like 5 bowls of cereal.
yeah, she's like, where's the... But yet no one's replaced
Would
it.
she label it? Why don't they get tea and coffee in the staff room, like, for them? They should do.
Yeah.
Every place I've ever worked, there's always been tea and coffee because that's the least they can do. Especially when you're on your break and all that.
Yeah. I mean, we have crap tea bags, but we've got tea and coffee either way.
And there should be. Gaylord!
Top comment.
Yeah.
If there is one quick way to inspire mutiny, it is to do a coffee heist.
Yeah, that's true. Can you close the door, please?
No, not again.
It's your fault for not putting your leg there, that's all I'm saying.
I was about to get up.
Why? If you fall, I will laugh. Zeus!
No. Did you see those moves?
Yeah. No, quick moves. Although your arse as well, Harry, it means I need to watch this again.
Excuse me!
No, Dave! Dave! Zeus. No, tantrum.
Back off!
No more! Relax.
Back off!
Yeah, go on, carry on. Top comment, sorry. Mutiny.
She should have started small time. Sharpie's tip binder
No more. Relax.
clips from the office supply closet. She went straight in for Fort Knox. Old one-liner by... No. Groggy's gonna like
Go lay down.
nibble my arm.
No, you're a guest, so maybe not. Just ours. Although he is slowing down with that shit. No more.
My uncle is stupid. He got fired from the bank for stealing pens.
I mean, come on. Right.
No!
My boyfriend wants to eat me out.
Oh wow.
This is from True Off My Chest.
Oh.
My boyfriend wants to eat me out. I'm disgusting down there. He's been telling me that if I want to, he'd be glad to eat me out. It turns us both on, but my shitty fucking body gets in the way. Okay. I don't want anyone to have to go down there. It's a mess. My vulva is just as aesthetically unpleasing to look at. I get ingrown and abscesses down there. If I have to have them drained, they are right next to my vulva. The last one was the size of a golf
she's
ball.
making me clench.
Clench that badge. Do those exercises. I hate my vagina so much. I have super heavy periods, so I was put on birth control to stop the flow. I have anemia because of the blood loss and the loss of iron. These pills don't make my flow go away completely. I have random spotting, which means I have to wear panty liners 24/7. Shush. Maybe not right after showering. The blood is old, so it's brown. It basically looks like I've shit my pants constantly.
Why didn't you? Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. I want him to go down on me, but he needs to be prepared for what's going on down there. We're both virgins, both 18. I don't want him to go down there, see my ugly vulva, I hate that she's calling him that, lick and taste old blood. Jesus, the thought of this makes me feel sick. He has such a beautiful face. I don't want it meeting the most disgusting thing about me. And shaving as well. Trim my bush, but I do have one. But no way am I touching my arse hair. That shit would itch like so bad. I'm going to cry. This weighs on me so heavy. I hate my vagina.
I hate your vagina.
I don't like her vagina either.
Oh. Well, she certainly painted a picture there, didn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, my initial was with all that, the dead blood and stuff. In my head, my initial was like, why doesn't she just have a hysterectomy? But if she's only 18 years old,
Yeah, like she's got time for kids and all that.
I feel like maybe she might be just being overly judging herself,
I feel like she is.
because I think we've spoken about it before, like how actually everybody is different. There is not just this is how it looks one way is
Absolutely.
the right way.
And I don't know any straight women, I'll say that look at their vagina or have seen anyone else's vagina and gone, that's a fit vagina, ever. Never, not once in my
I think
life.
genitals, full stop, are.
They're not amazing,
They're not
are
very.
they? Do you know what I mean? And I think if I was her, I've got like some of this slime on my face. What? I don't know, a bit of bone. I think go and get yourself waxed. Make sure you're not in a flare up. You need to change your contraceptive, because if you're breakthrough bleeding, that's what I'm looking for. This contraception is not the right contraception. Have a shower. Make sure you're clean and everything like that, and then that would be the perfect time to try and experiment. But I promise you, if you love each other, then it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really not.
it's not.
You know,
You're gonna be all right.
you're going to be
You've just
fine.
gotta go with it.
Yeah, I feel like you are being proper harsh on yourself, because nobody likes their vagina, full stop. No one I know, anyway.
No,
No.
I don't. Well, even guys and their penis. I don't think there's anyone. Well, that actually, we get quite a few penises sent to us, so it's not like
They do, yeah, we do. I don't look at a penis and think, but I don't think, oh, that's so pretty. It's so pretty. I just don't. Do you know what I mean?
just think most time it's unnecessary.
I
But
have preferences.
when you're in a relationship, you don't really care,
You don't.
because it's about the person. at
And
the
I
end of
think
the
as
day.
well, when you're sexually aroused, it just becomes sexy, not like disgusting. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
if you're in the moment and you're having sex, you're like, that's the best cock I've ever seen in my life, because you're in the moment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I do think you're being too hard on yourself, and I think maybe start with other different types of foreplay than him going down on you, unless they're saving themselves. She doesn't say. But top comment says, just do it after the shower when you feel like it is the best time. No flare-ups, and I'm sure he doesn't care about the hair. Most men don't. And you can have the lights off if that also makes you feel better. So people are like, yeah, and then other people are like, girl, you're so young. I promise you none
She
of this
is young.
matters. And that's what I mean, like, you know, you are just beginning to become sexually experimental, and I think you're being way too harsh. And I think don't look at pornos or in those magazines and think that that's reality, because it's absolutely not.
yeah, it isn't.
I think that is a big problem,
Massive problem.
a massive problem, and that is why a lot of boys grow up and try and fuck like jackrabbits. That's not what women like or want at all, right? Do you know what I mean? You know, tits cannot move 360 degrees and be turned around, yeah? It's painful. Like, it's just not reality. And that's all I've got to say about that. Go.
My wife is convinced that I've been replaced. Please help me. I don't know what to do.
I'm new here.
I'm new here. Yes, it probably sounds insane. I should start with the backstory. I mean, he's proper gone to town with the fucking backstory.
Fair play.
But God, how hard is it to remember the simple, happy times before everything that happened? Excuse me. I met my wife, Catherine, when she was 24 and I was 28. We lived in a small town in Kentucky. That's already a bad place.
It's always fucking Kentucky.
You'd have trouble
I was
finding it even with a map, and the population was tiny. Everyone knew each other. I'd work as an electrician all my life. First at a factory, then I started my own small business, repairs, wiring, private jobs. My love life had never really worked out until I met her. She worked as an elementary school teacher, smiled at every child, was kind and polite to everyone. My Catherine was the only ray of light in the darkness around me.
That's sweet.
That's cute. I loved her for her simplicity.
Sorry.
She could find joy in the most ordinary things. Morning coffee, the smell of wet grass, a cheap movie on the couch. We didn't have much money, but we had peace, a home, a dog, and that feeling that everything was right, that everything would be fine. I spent evenings fixing things while she wrote lesson plans or knitted. Sometimes we sit in silence listening to crickets, or stay up all night talking about everything and nothing. Things about children and what we'd name them. Back then it felt like life had finally found its meaning. The problems began maybe 2 months ago. At first, small things. She started having trouble sleeping, then began looking at me strangely, as if something in my face disturbed her. I asked if everything was okay, and she laughed. Sorry, just tired. The kids at school are driving me crazy. Gradually, though, I can't even say exactly when it got worse. She slept less, not because she had insomnia, but because she was afraid to fall asleep. I asked her what was wrong, but she said she was fine. Still, when we lay together, she'd suddenly get up and go into another room, returning only at dawn. She started having nightmares, but never told me what they were. One day I lost my temper. You have to understand, I was just worried for my wife. From the lack of sleep, she started to look worse. Dark circles under her eyes, red eyes, pale skin. She lost weight and every time I tried to help, she pushed me away. So I sat her down across from me and directly asked what she was dreaming about. She was silent for a long time, trembling and glancing at me furtively?
Right.
Don't know. As if she was afraid. And then when tears began to roll down her cheeks, she whispered, "There's a man in my dreams. God, I'm scared, Tom." I went to hug her, and when I reached for her, she flinched, as if I'd frightened her. After that, things seemed to get better, or so I thought. How wrong I was. She used to ask how my day went, but now she just stares out the window. With each passing day, she spoke to me less and less, her words short and dry, and then she'd go to the bathroom or kitchen for some errands, closing the door behind her. And it wasn't just the silence, her eyes had changed. If before they were green, emerald-like, full of life and love, now her gaze made my spine go cold. There wasn't anger or hatred there. No, it was something closer to mistrust, wariness, as if she was seeing me for the first time. Over the next week, I began to feel anxious, a strange burning under my skin, as if something was wrong, but I couldn't tell where the crack was until I realised she was studying me. When I drank coffee, I could feel her eyes on me. I'd look up and she'd immediately turn away, pretending to slice through, but her fingers trembling and the knife froze halfway to the board. I'd step outside for a smoke, and when I turned around, she'd be peeking through the curtain, then she'd instantly close it. When I showered, I'd catch her watching me, studying my body, then she'd run away. She started doing it even while I slept. She almost stopped talking to me, instead writing something in a notebook and hiding it as soon as I entered the room. Photos began to disappear from their frames. She talked on the phone with someone, but hung up the moment I came in. I made an appointment with a psychologist for us, but she refused to say, said she was afraid to be near me. It all happened so suddenly. It seemed just yesterday we were stargazing in each other's arms, and now this. The strangeness grew every day. Sometimes she asked me to sleep on the couch. I agreed, hoping it would calm her, but it was useless. Her paranoia only worsened. It got to the point where, when I tried to hug her, she screamed, "Don't come near me," and flinched as if I'd hit her. After one of those nights, I decided I had to find out.
It's fine. It's only up. Fine! It's because upstairs are banging. It's fine. Shut up. Relax. You're fine. No, it's okay. Stop! Shut up! No! Zeus! Shut up! Come on.
Good job. Now
We're
come
all
sit.
safe. Relax.
All right. But not with me.
Bitch. Come on. Relax. You're fine. You fucking numpty.
Okay. After one of those nights, I decided I had to find out what was really going on, even if it meant taking her to a doctor afterward. I pretended to be asleep when she stood in the hallway. Then she slowly approached, soft, careful steps. She stopped at the foot of the bed, and for several seconds there was a dead silence, broken only by her uneven breathing. I could feel her watching, not just comparing. That's when I become truly terrified. A cold dread twisted inside me as my wife becomes something I couldn't recognise. Then the bed shifted slightly. She sat down on the edge. The air grew heavy. I could feel her stare physically, like pressure on my skin. Then her cold fingers gently touched my wrist, held it for a few seconds, then quickly let go, as if burned, and whispered, "Pulse faster than Tom's."
Nah, bruv.
My heart clenched so hard I nearly twitched. Sorry. She leaned closer. I could hear her breathing against my face, short, shaky. She smelled of lavender and something sour that made goosebumps crawl down my back. Her lips barely moved. I remember clearly Tom had a small scar right here. She touched my cheek.
My tip.
My tip. But you don't. I clenched my teeth to keep from gasping. Those few seconds of silence lasted an eternity. What scar? I never had a scar on my cheek. I'd know if I did. I wanted to sink into the ground and scream all at once, but I kept lying still until I heard a choked sob and her fading footsteps. The door slammed. I opened my eyes, my heart pounding furiously. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night too, afraid to close my eyes. In the morning I went to work early, dreading the hours until my shift ended. That evening, over dinner, I said, "Kate, we need to talk." "What's going on?" She gripped her fork so tightly her knuckles turned white, then looked me dead in the eye. "Tom, you've been acting strange." "What do you mean?" "I don't know. Sometimes you look different. Sometimes your voice sounds wrong. You even smell different." I don't know what to say. My head was chaos and somehow I just laughed. "Kate, maybe you're just imagining things?" "I don't know, Tom." My eyes fell to the knife rack. There was a clean strip of dust where the largest kitchen knife should have been, the one we've used for everything, bread, meat, anything. I distinctly remembered it being there before that night. My heart slammed into my throat with a primal panic. I looked at Kate and she was staring right at me. I wanted to speak but couldn't. It hit me. Then my wife might be planning to kill me.
Fair play.
The next morning she left for work and I, like a caged animal, started searching the house. I hadn't slept for nearly 48 hours. I knew I should have just left or taken her to a hospital, but she's my wife. I love her. She has to see that I am me. I tore through the apartment, frantic, desperate to find something, anything that would help me understand what was happening to her, and I did. After about an hour, in the back of the closet behind a pile of sweaters, I found her wooden box, old, slightly cracked. The lid was ajar, and when I opened it, a thick notebook fell into my hands. It smelled of coffee and sweat.
Yeah, nice.
Her initials on the cover, written in her neat cursive. My heart froze as I realised it was the diary she had been hiding from me. The paper bent under my fingers, her handwriting familiar, but this time jagged, shaky, the page stained with what looked like tears. He's sleeping. I stand by the bed and watch. He looks like Tom, but he's not. Tom has a scar on his left hand from that accident by the river. This one's skin is smooth. He smiles, but the smile doesn't reach his eyes. Something's replaced him. I keep counting days, marking steps. If the real Tom, my husband, is alive, where is he? A wave of nausea rose in my throat. With each page, her handwriting grew more erratic. I tested his speech. He says, "I love you," in the same tone, but without warmth. Not like before. Tom smelled of vanilla, but this one smells of dust and cheap cologne.
Fair play.
I couldn't believe what I was reading. My knees trembled, the air around me tightening like a noose. I flipped to the last page. I can't let this thing stay in our house. It wears his smile, his name. I tried talking to it, begging, but it just smiled and said all the right words. It didn't defend itself, maybe because it isn't afraid. Its right hand twitches when it lies. I could have killed it today, but for some reason I couldn't. I know I have to, for Tom. I won't let some monster wear his skin. My hands were slick with sweat. My whole body was sweating, even though the room was cold. I placed the diary on the bed and sat down, trying to process everything I'd read. An accident. God, she was exaggerating. All that came out of it was a conclusion and some bruised ribs. What?
I don't know.
An accident. God, she was exaggerating. All that came out of it was a concussion and some bruised ribs. I stayed in the hospital for about a week. Yeah, 7 days. Then my phone rang, making me jump. It was Sheriff Martin, a kind old man I'd known for years. "Tom, everything all right over there?" Catherine called. Said someone's living in your house pretending to be her husband. I froze. What? What did you say? Says you're not you. I've known her for years, always seemed stable. Domestic quarrel, eh? No, just stress. She's tired. Evening came slowly. I sat on the couch, elbows on my knees, looking at an old photo, the one that used to sit on our mantelpiece before all this. Catherine and I by the lake, smiling, her arms around me, the sun so bright that day we had to squint. I stared at us, at the little details, her blonde hair catching the light, her hand around mine, the green shimmer in her eyes. It felt like a lifetime ago. When the door creaked open, I nearly jumped. My wife's, if I can still call her that, steps were slow and tired. Her bag thundering softly to the floor. She looked exhausted, her eyes red, her hair a mess. I stood, holding the diary. Kate, we need to talk. She looked at me wearily, like a trapped animal sensing a snare. Sensing a snare. What's that in your hand? Her voice was even, but something trembled in it. I found this. I need to understand what's happening, I said, showing her the diary. Catherine froze. For a moment I thought she'd break down crying, but instead she slowly stepped closer, looking straight into my face. She could breathe, her cold breath brushing against my skin. So what did you figure out, Tom? That I'm crazy? You think I've lost my mind, don't you? No, you wrote that I've been replaced, that I don't have a scar. She turned away, her lips pressed tight. Tom had one. We even joked it made him look tougher. Listen, sweetheart. I took a step closer. A strange knot tightened in my gut. I'm the same man. I remember everything. How we met, the candles at our wedding, how you laughed when we watched comedies, what you said about that stupid show when we finished it. I remember everything. Catherine, it's me. She stared at me, unblinking, her shoulders trembling as if she was freezing. I looked into her eyes and there was something there, pain and horror mixed together, as if I stood before her as someone both familiar and wrong. You said it like you've rehearsed it, she whispered. Because it's true. I stepped closer, my voice cracking into a shout. What do I have to do for you to believe me? What? Catherine said nothing, just breathed heavily like she was fighting herself, staring into my eyes. Then she suddenly backed away, step by step, toward her bag. I didn't realise what was happening at first. She bent down as if for a handkerchief, and in the next moment I saw a glint of metal, a knife, the missing one. Kate, I breathed, disbelieving. Catherine, put it down. Stop pretending, you monster. Sorry, that wasn't in character at all.
No.
Stop pretending, you monster. Better. I managed half a step towards her. She raised her hand. At first I thought she was only threatening me. Panic tightened my fists. I wanted to yell, to grab her shoulders, to make her listen, but then a strike. Burning pain slashed through my chest. Everything went white. The last thing I saw was her face, so familiar, twisted by terror and despair at once. She stood over me, her hand trembling, her lips whispering something like, Tom, where are you, my love? And when everything went dark, I woke up in the hospital. At first, nothing but fog. Then the smell of antiseptic, the faint beep of a monitor, unfamiliar voices. I tried to move my head. My head pain shot through my body. The doctor explained I'd lost a lot of blood, but somehow survived. The knife missed my heart by an inch. Catherine had run away. I listened, not believing any of it was real. A couple of days later, Martin came by. I told him everything about the knife, the diary, her thinking I wasn't me. He listened, frowned, taking notes. When he finished and was about to leave, he turned back. Didn't expect this from Catherine. Don't worry, we'll find her. When you're discharged, come by my place. I got some Cuban cigars from a friend. We'll relax a bit. Without thinking, I said, I don't smoke. He frowned, about to say something, but then just nodded and left, closing the door behind him. For several minutes I lay there, staring at the ceiling, trying to come to terms with everything that had happened. Then I noticed a small mirror in the corner of the room. I looked at my reflection and froze. My face was pale, my lips dry, but that wasn't what caught my attention. Interesting, can eyes change colour from green to blue?
Well, first of all, yes. Some days they can look green, other days they can look blue. And I think she had onset of schizophrenia. That's what the story gave me. What do you think? I know it's obviously make-believe.
I think she was a little bit cuckoo.
Or he really was something else.
I think if you were taking form of somebody else, would you not depict all the little details, or would you just go for the basics?
I mean, if you watch The Thing or a Mimic, they do, and it's really their personality that gives them away, but they know that they're not that person. He didn't know. That was the most interesting part about, but it was really giving she has schizophrenia for me. Because
I was feeling it was her, not him.
Yeah, until the eye thing, and the doctor was confused that you don't smoke. I don't know, it was a weird one, that. I enjoyed it. I always enjoy those, though.
Sorry it was so long. It was long. I haven't read a long one for ages.
Yeah, no, it's been out. Well, we normally do them Halloween, don't we? Right. Pics of me have ended up on adult sites, and I don't actually mind. Fair play.
Okay.
They aren't nudes, but super curvy, white bathing suits, dress pics of me over the years ended up on various boob-centric porn sites. So I'm assuming she's got huge knockers.
She's busted.
This was called to my attention years ago, and I pretended to be horrified in front of friends and exes, but secretly, not only did I mind, but it actually turns me on, especially the ego-boosting comments about them. For a long time, I actually fantasized about nude ones of me taken from some exes and surfacing, but they never have. He started again. Probably a good thing, since my face and name are attached to the ones that appear online. I feel guilty that I have lied to my husband about being enraged about it, even going as far as to claim that I have contacted the porn sites to remove my pictures, but clearly not guilty enough, LOL. Go on.
I mean, you'd hope she'd be getting some money for that.
That's what I mean. Like, that's the only thing that I'd be pissed off about, is that people are logging on to look at your tits.
And enjoying it.
It doesn't sound like
well,
her tits are out. It just sounds like it's
lingerie.
mainly, or cleavage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of it. So no nipplage or anything like that. I'm curious as to how they know it's her tits. And all these people keep finding them and get off the porn sites.
I mean, I'm assuming it had her face in it.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, for people to be like, oh, I've seen it, and like made her aware of it. Otherwise, how would she have known?
I don't know.
Must have their face.
Right, it's got a name attached, I know that. The real top comment. The real confusion here is the fake outrage. You're performing for your husband. There's a risk. That's a risky game to play if he ever finds out that you actually like it. But hey, as long as you're not affected in real life, I guess it's ultimately ego boost. Hope he does respond.
Mm-hmm.
The plan is for him to never find out, yet people here want me to post the links and connect this confusion of putting my face to my name or something like that, she's put. No, I feel like she's enjoying it a little bit too much.
It kind of almost actually doesn't sound like it was an accident.
And it's starting to feel like attention seeking.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened. I didn't post them by myself.
Oh, hold on. Right, so we've gone... She's just done a whole... Right, no modelling gigs. If you're willing to wear such outfits to a beach or wedding, I can imagine the pics, blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Why should I be ashamed? It's not about that she's wearing, it's the fact that her pictures are on porn sites. I'm just sorry, because she goes on to a comment saying, oh my god, that's disgusting, wear what sites? Big claims usually come with receipts here. I don't know. Moving on, I can't see what she's outraged about, but she's outraged about something, and maybe someone's found her. Oh, my face is in the pictures.
Listen, I'd be like, I want a cut, or I'm suing.
That's what would piss me off.
And if you've asked them to be taken off, obviously she's saying that she's not really that bothered.
No,
but I think I would be a bit like, well, either remove them or give me a cut.
I don't know that once it's out, and that's kind of it, though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but there's one thing being on just on the internet, and there's another actually being on a porn site.
Yeah, I agree. I do happen to agree with you here. Moving on.
Okay. Mother-in-law from hell. Mother-in-law ruined our anniversary weekend. So get this. Mother-in-law has been ignoring a serious health issue for the entire time I've known her, about 8 years. Is relatively stable medically, not mentally. In spirit of not seeking treatment, then decides she has to go to the doctor right before we leave on our anniversary trip. Of course, she shares all about it with my husband, and of course it is a complete coincidence that the one thing that gets him to bring down his boundaries a bit is medical emergencies. So I'm just going to zoom in. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes today.
You're tired, that's all.
Can't even zoom it. There we go. Too much. Too much. The day we leave, she shares she has lung cancer based on a blood test that could mean any of 10 plus things, nothing being one of the possibilities it means. 2 days later, on our actual anniversary, she shares that she's actually fine, shockingly, no lung cancer at all after a couple of more tests.
Interesting.
Which she emails us all about, even though we asked for a quiet weekend away and on our wedding anniversary, a day when she always acts up. Totally coincidental timing, I'm sure. And the cherry on the top is that my husband's aunts have been emailing us today to tell us to talk to his mum more because she's not doing well. Never mind the fact that we don't talk to her very often because she acts like a jilted lover following her son's and my wedding 2 years ago, verbally abusing us both and verbally abusing my husband even more when he suggested she seek counselling. So today was all panic attacks and sobbing me, and thus we missed all our celebratory plans. As much as I love my husband, I can't take much more of this. I just hope someone here might understand. There's an edit.
I find it ever so strange that these mums, because it becomes ancestral. Do you know that?
It's nuts, isn't it?
Go on, do the edit.
Edit. Well, this hit a nerve. I'm sorry so many of you can relate, but I'm thankful for the commiserations and for being reminded of the term Christmas cancer. My husband and I had a few long, frank discussions about this, and he has planned to reinforce boundaries because, yes, we have had them. We just got sloppy and mother-in-law escalated. We're already both in counselling, but I think it's past time for couples counselling. The advice seems to be veering more and more into excessive territory, though. I'm not interested in hurting him just to hurt him or controlling his phone or whatever else. So I'll add this to the list of things I'm ignoring on my phone.
Yeah, it's very strange, but it's not the first time we've read stories like this, is it? Where the mother-in-law waits until they've got something special going on, and then all of a sudden they're dying. Fucking mum-in-laws are well weird.
And then there's another edit, but she's taken it elsewhere, which is really long, but it's the basic of update: mother-in-law who ruined our anniversary can't distinguish between anxiety and emergencies.
Yeah, fair play.
Like, yeah, mum-in-law is
cray. Yeah, I do find it is like a common thing, babe, with some of these mum-in-laws, that I don't know, like, because I feel like if they didn't do this weird shit when it come to special dates with their son and daughters-in-law, the relationship wouldn't be as strained as it is.
Yeah.
What's the top comment? Mum-in-law's
long.
a psychopath.
It's long. Hold on, let me zoom back out.
Yeah, fucking well zoomed in.
I'm sorry this has happened to you on what should have been a special weekend for you and your husband. I hate to say it, but at this point, this falls on him. He knows how manipulative she is and how it affects you, and yet he still lets her manipulate when it's about a health emergency. Obviously, she has figured out this weak spot and is now successfully manipulating that. If her manipulations and inserting herself into occasions you have specifically requested peace for are impacting you both in such a negative way, he needs to be the one to put her in her place. Or better yet, put her on silent all weekend long. Who cares if you come back to 800 messages? You'll have enjoyed your weekend and she will have received
the date.
The fuck was that?
You can send gifts.
Well, I don't want to send a gift. And she will have received the message of your silence loud and clear. You don't run this show and we will get you on our time, not yours. OP agreed. I had thought we had agreed to put our phones on airplane mode, but this had him too worried apparently.
I get that he's getting anxiety. I mean, I would, even if I knew that it was fuckery. Do you know what I mean? You'd still have anxiety. So I can, like, family's your family, no matter how fucked up they are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But the silent treatment would help with this situation because she would soon learn.
I mean, I think someone like this will never learn.
Yeah.
Even if you did silent treatment.
But I feel sorry for him a little bit because everyone just expects you to be able to, like, slap him out, but it's not that easy.
It's not. It's not.
Right, I'm going to finish us off.
Sweet.
This is from True Off My Chest. Had to break up with my boyfriend because I had to tell a 20-year-old grown man to wipe after using the bathroom. I, 20 female, and my ex-boyfriend, who is also 20, I'm not asking for relationship advice, but rather sharing something that I thought was insane to me. I recently found out that he doesn't wipe good enough. Whenever we cuddle, I notice the smell. And I can even smell it on his clothes.
Oh.
He's 20 years old, he's a grown man, and this is just absolutely disgusting. I told him that I want him to wipe after using the bathroom because, like I said, he's 20 years old and not a toddler. I cannot stress this enough. I told him that I noticed this over the last few weeks and he told me that I was embarrassing. And that he didn't care what I thought and that he wasn't going to do it because I told him to. Yeah, that's what he said. So I broke up with him because I'm not dating a grown man who cannot wipe himself.
Yeah.
I'm with her on this one.
I am so. Do you know? And do you know what? At the end of the day, for him to react like that means he don't respect her enough. That ain't the one.
Yeah.
Move on. Don't waste your time with that.
100%.
Stinky ass man.
100%. Top comment. You'd be legitimately surprised about how common this is. I'm gonna end it there.
Right. And that's stanky.
I know I had to end it with that one because I was just like, come on now, bruv. Like, get it together.
Like, ooh. Okay. Like, follow, subscribe.
And listen.
And listen to the adverts.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Oh, my body.
What do you think of that? What don't you think of that? I think that girl has got everything